'Tis the season for spoopy. I return once again with a controversial tier list. Even though my last one wasn't that controversial, but you know, that's how we do things around here. When it comes to food, I have only the most refined of taste. And like I said, since it is the scary month of October, I figured we'd cover that of the most coveted food that will be procured towards the end of this month, that being Halloween candy. Before we get into our contestants, let's first address the tiers, because there has been some changes. Of course, we have the pièce de résistance, the top of the top, our S tier, we feastin'. The best of the best. It doesn't get better than that. Next up, our A tier. Our runner-ups are ones that are still pretty good, but I would just say that they're pretty hype. Next ones, our B tier, are not quite the top, but they're valid in their own way. I mean, it's alright. Then of course, our middle of the road are just pure mid. They're not horrible, but they're not good. And then our second to the bottom, our D tier if you were. Hit it and quit it. Pretty much, you try it once just to say that you've tried it, and you don't really do anything else after that because it's not really worth trying. And then our bottom, our F tier, what I would describe as fish food. You're sleeping with the fishes, you're going straight to the ocean, just like everything else plastic. Let's just jump right into it. These are in no particular order. I did not make this tier list. I mean, I adjusted the tiers, but these contestants are not ones that I picked. But overall, they're ones that I have tried. So first up, Kit Kat. Break me off a piece of that crispy ass. I think Kit Kats are pretty hype. When it comes to those people who just don't even bother to break them and just eat them, it depends. If it's the ones that come in the 4-pack, the classic Kit Kats, you need to break those, man. Come on. Don't just eat them straight. But if it's the ones that are like in the 2-pack that are smaller, I look past it. I know it's sacrilege, but like, who cares, man? But I think crisp wafers are an underrated dessert for candy stuff. Alright, next one. Reese's. Okay, man. We feasting on the Reese's. Listen, I am a peanut butter chocolate, great when separate, but when they combine, they make everything epic type of guy. I love Reese's. They're my favorite kind of candy. Reese's of any variety, I love. I doubt anything else on this list will topple the Reese's. Anytime I get Reese's in the candy basket, you know it's gonna be a good time. M&M's. Now, obviously, we're just talking like normal M&M's, just normal chocolate. If it were peanut M&M's, I'd put them at like pretty hype. There's not really an M&M I'd put at the top of the top. I would say overall M&M's, I mean, it's all right. They're kind of just like you open the pack, chug them, go on to your next thing. Again, I think that the M&M variants are much better. The peanut butter, that's about it, because I can't really think of any other ones. Jolly Rancher, controversial take incoming. I think Jolly Ranchers are mid. I think hard candy in general is just kind of mid. Bro, just eat a lollipop. And even then, I don't think lollipops are that good. I kind of like to get them just to like suck on them, or just, you know, not really to like chew them, just sort of just let the flavor just sit in the mouth. That's why it's like if I get one Jolly Rancher, chances are that's the only one I'm gonna eat for the majority of the time. It's gonna be in my mouth for like hours. Halloween this year gonna be sus. I mean, the flavors are pretty good, it's just not the first thing I would go to. Nerds. Ooh, these are the gummy crushers, bro. We feast on those, bro. Holy shit. If you have not tried Nerds gummy clusters, or just whatever they are, try them. Holy shit, it's legit just crack. Because Nerds, just on their own, I don't really go for them. The thing's wrapped in the shit, and it's like, dude, literally, like, eat one, it's like, ooh, that's good. Then the flavor keeps building. Just eat more, just mouth salivating, because the fucking acid is just like burning your mouth. You don't even realize it. We always have a jar of those in the kitchen, because, you know, we're a classic American family. Always gotta have our candy somewhere. Shout out to any kid getting some of those for Halloween, man. Alright, Snickers, or as this picture says, icky. I know Snickers are like when you think candy, you think like, oh yes, get me a Snickers. But for me, I haven't had one in a while. They're not really, for me, my go-to, so. But every time I do have one, I'm reminded just like, I can see why they're popular, so I'm just gonna put them at, I mean, it's alright. Because again, like, yeah, the chocolate's decent. I mean, it's fine. Really? I think it mainly might be because of like the Snickers ice cream thing. Rice Krispie treats. I know Rice Krispies are give and take for some people, but I think Rice Krispies are pretty hype. Specifically, yeah, those Rice Krispie bars. I don't really think the cereal or just like the normal Rice Krispie stuff on its own is that good. But yeah, the Rice Krispie with like the marshmallow, is a marshmallow, just like whatever the cream is that binds all of the Rice Krispie together. It's just because like it doesn't have that much flavor, but there's just that little bit of sweet. I mean, obviously there's sweetness because all of this is just pure shit and sugar. Double bubble. Fish food. Because it's just like the simple gum shit that you see in like those old like gumball machines. Funny story, by the way. So I went to a Spencer's like, it was a while ago, but I went to a Spencer's. Don't ask why. In the back, there was like a gumball machine, and me and my friend were just like, you know what? Let's see what happened. Dude, mistakes were made. Holy shit. Don't ever touch gumball machines, dude. The gumball that come out, bro, I'm amazed I did not just get sick on the spot. Because, I was pretty close. Gumballs in general, I'm just like, especially the ones that like have the hard coating. If you're gonna do gum, just chew gum. All right, lollipops, hit and quit it. Again, hard candy and stuff like that, stuff that like really chew, like jawbreakers and all that shit. The sugar is already eroding my fucking teeth and gums. Why do I need to speed run it? I don't know. Lollipops I guess are fine. Better have one of those in your mouth than a cigarette. Is that a thing? Are there nicotine lollipops? There's nicotine toothpicks. Yeah, that's an idea. Someone get on that, but pay me royalties. Warheads. I've never had a warhead? No, I've had a warhead once. It's not even good sour. It's just pain sour. I like sour things, but I more like sour that has just like the fruity taste as well. But when it's just pure, just like sour, I think warheads are hit it and quit it for me personally, because again, I've only had it like maybe 1 or 2 times, mainly because it was maybe a dare sort of thing. But from what I remember, it's like they're really sour, but obviously, I've also had straight just malic acid before, which is the powder and stuff that makes things sour. Holy shit, that stuff is not to be messed with. Speaking of things that aren't to be messed with, Swedish fish. I don't know why I said Swedish, but I feel like it only belongs in one tier, fish food, even though they are the fish, so cannibalism? I don't know. I also don't really like licorice, just because medicinal taste is not for me, just because I was one of those children that hated taking medicine, so that probably has affected me now in my adulthood. I don't even get Swedish fish, dude. Like, why? And also, why is it Swedish? What is the history behind Swedish fish? Let's do some research. Swedish fish, developed by Swedish candy producer. Well, okay, I figured it was something like that they were made by someone Swedish. Do Swedish fish taste better in Sweden? But yeah, they're just fish food for me, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've had a Swedish fish in at least 10 years, so Whoppers. Whopper. I think they're better than Milk Duds, just because they're more crisp in the middle, whereas Milk Duds are sort of just chewy. But I would still say Whoppers are pretty mid. Again, Whoppers, I don't think I've had them in at least 10 years as well. To be fair, I haven't really done a Halloween in a couple years, at least like proper one where it's like I fully dress up and shit. Like, I couldn't even tell you the last time I did that. Tootsie Roll, fish food. Let's just not even talk about that. It's just disgusting, dude. Why would you want your chocolate to be just chewy? Chocolate should just melt and just be maybe something that's almost like crisp. Snap it, Hershey's type beat. Starburst. Depends. I feel like Starburst is like light gum. If you have someone who for whatever reason is like weird about chewing gum, but like wants to chew gum, it's like, try Starburst first. Every time someone busts out a Starburst, I'm always just like, ooh, it's that kind of party. So I'd say Starbursts are pretty hype. Specifically like these variety packs. Bro, the strawberry Starburst, don't even get me started. Take the strawberry orange, bro. Take them both at once. Sheesh. All right, Skittles. No sour Skittles, bro. Trying to absolutely decimate my mouth with sugar and sour crystals. Skittles. Again, for me personally, if I had the choice between an M&M or a Skittle, I would take the M&M. Depends on what kind of mood am I in. Am I in a sour or a sweet mood? But Skittles, I think personally, are pretty mid. Again, I'm not someone who's like, yeah, give me a pack of Skittles, bust into those. Granted, overall, I'm not really a candy person. I'm more kind of a cookie biscuit type of guy. Biscuits and tea in it. But again, if it's like a Reese's or some of the stuff up here, I will not say no. Sour Patch Kids. First they're sour, then they're sweet. Of course, the sour lasts for all of like 2 seconds, but those 2 seconds are fire. Yeah, Sour Patch Kids for me are hit and quit it. The sour is a pretty good sour. There's been times where I straight up just like Markiplier it, where I just suck the sour off and then throw the gummy away. All right, next up, Fruit Chews. They're Tootsie Rolls, but they're fruit flavored, so I like that more. But like they still have the same texture as Tootsie Roll, and it's just disgusting, dude. I'd put it on the same level, man. It's like, it's not even good flavor. All right, the Sour Punch straws, dude. You haven't lived if you've tried to drink through a sour straw. Now that I'm 21, I may try some alcohol with sour straw. They last longer than Sour Patch Kids. I'm realizing now that I have a lot more love for sour candy than I thought. It's something you don't forget. It's just such a strong punch. There's a nice gap in I mean it's alright, and I think, yeah, it goes there. Sour Punch straws. I love the green. Blue's alright. Don't really go for red because again, I don't like cherry. Ew. What the fuck? Alright, the Jolly Rancher, like, candy bar things that they tried to make. It's just like a slab of hard candy. I think I had these once out of curiosity. Why? They took some Jolly Ranchers, just flattened them, and like stretched it out. It's like their attempt of trying to make some sort of candy bar. It's just a bigger version of the same shit. I think it's worse. Hit it and quit it. Absolutely just awful. Twizzlers. Yeah, Twizzlers, Red Vines. For me, I put them all at the same level at fish food. That's probably gonna be my most controversial take out of everything here. I do not like licorice, even though it's strawberry flavored ones. I don't like those either. They always just leave that medicinal taste in my mouth that I just absolutely hate. Although anytime anyone busts out the big tub of either Twizzlers or Red Vines, I feel like I just have to take one out of spirit just because it's like, it's such a beautiful tin. It does smell nice. It's never something that I'm just like, ooh, break me off a piece of that. Haribo, Gold Bear, Gummy Bears, the shitty bears, holy fuck. Again, I'm not much of a gummy person. The only gummies I ever frequent are the adult multivitamins in the morning. I've also just mainly avoided Haribo just out of fear, just because I've heard the many farty stories that have come with Haribo. I mean, I've had them a couple times. I'd say I'd only put it at, I mean, it's alright. They're addicting, but as with most things addicting in America, you pay for it later on the toilet. But that's usually a sign of quality for some reason. Alright, Baby Ruth. Pretty much a chocolate-covered payday. I'm sad paydays aren't on here. Paydays are honestly a recent candy that I haven't really tried that much, but then like there was a few in the house for some reason and I tried them and was like, dude, child me would have hated these, but adult me loves these. But Baby Ruth, I mean, there's more like nougat stuff in the middle with Ruth. I'd say Baby Ruth is but again, on paydays, dude, I never realized how good paydays were. Again, child me would have hated it because I only really loved soft, just simple stuff. Again, like Reese's or just like stuff with simple flavors. Peanuts are so good. And the caramel in the middle, it's not like the stringy caramel, it's like actual good caramel. Paydays for me, I'm putting up at We Feastin'. I know it's not on this list, but I'm putting it on there because it deserves to be up there. It's one of those candies that you eat and it doesn't feel like candy just because it's mostly just peanuts. All right, the last one, Twix. I had a huge Twix phase as a child for some reason. I was so obsessed. It was just because the like wafer thing in the middle mixed with the caramel and the chocolate, it was a good combination of flavors and I really loved it as a kid. But like having it now, it's like the caramel is like too chewy. It's like you eat like the chocolate and the wafer part and you're left with like this gum. Of course, there's still like the left Twix, right Twix meme for some reason. How come that's a meme, but like in the 2 packs of Kit Kats, there's not like a left Kit, right cat meme? I guess Twix has coined that. Also, with the whole left Twix, right Twix thing, it depends on what angle you're looking at it from. Because if you're holding it like this, where like the Twix is written this way, and you're holding it like this, left Twix, right Twix. But then if you hold it the other way, then it's like that becomes left Twix, right Twix. So I should make a video out of that. Again, I prefer just like the Twix minis just because they're just a small, quick thing. I don't go for like the big Twix bars. Doing a little too much if you ask me. As a kid, I would have put them at We Feastin'. As an adult, I'll put them at, I mean, it's alright. They're a decent flavor, but for me now, more grown. The caramel, it's just like too chewy, and yeah, it's fine. Alright. This was my Halloween candy tier list. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to do your own Halloween candy tier list and send it over to me on Twitter and we can talk about it, I guess. Feel free to tell me how wrong or absolutely right I am in the comments. Just remember that this is my opinion. That's what tier lists are. They are opinion based. And again, taste is very subjective. It varies from person to person. We wouldn't be unique otherwise, or as some people would say, wrong. Join me for many other tier lists that will be controversial, covering other food topics, or just other topics that I plan on doing and covering in the future. So until next time, I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.